Content now boarding. The Lego Concorde. This barely even fits in the camera, it's so big. Starting off in the front, there is actually two custom pieces here, one for the nose and one for the windscreen. But that's not the only cool part. Just like the real thing, the Lego model has droop snoot. Just give it a little push and it comes right down. And of course, it comes back up the same way. This piece here isn't a sticker, it's actually printed. In fact, this Lego has no stickers whatsoever. Yay! The image on the box that this came in made the nose look a bit odd, but in person it looks fine. Moving down a bit, here you can see the landing gear and even an antenna. I love that they added the detail of an antenna to bring more depth into the model. You can also see a row of windows running down the side. This landing gear, as well as the rear, actually retracts. More on that later. Further down the fuselage, you come across a piece without windows. I believe this is where one of the doors would be. But the coolest part of this area is the inside. These four pieces act as locks to keep the top in place. Just remove them and you can access the interior. Here you can see the seats, which are pretty close to the real ones, and some clever building techniques for the bathrooms. Okay, let's reassemble this and move on. Now near the back we come across the end of the Delta wing. You can also see the engines, but more on that in a second. The coolest part here is the working elevators. Well, kinda. With a little push, the elevators move up and down. This is the same on both sides. Here is a view of the back of the engines. Now we've finally reached the back. The tail is done very nicely and has many details from the real thing. The tail also has a moving split rudder. That's right, they even added a split rudder. Just like the elevators, the rudder moves with a small push. But the best part of the rear is the very end. This little piece turns. Why, you ask? Well, this controls the landing gear, both the front and back. Very cool. Now comes the big question. Would I recommend this model, or I guess Lego? Well, it depends. If you're like me and you like Lego as well as aviation, then I would probably recommend it. It has good detail for a Lego and has many features, and it's also good for the price. But there are also some drawbacks. This set is huge, and you'll need a big space to display it. And if you aren't interested in Lego, you may not enjoy building it. So yes, I recommend this model, but not to all people. If you made it this far, comment Concorde in all caps.